Tony, first of all, congratulations on your appointment as new Ross County manager. How does it feel to be in the club?
It feels brilliant to be here. I arrived here this morning, everything got done kind of the other day, and to come here and to actually feel the club, and get a look around the facilities, and actually for it now to be happening, it feels fantastic, and it's a good feeling, and I'm just desperate for things to get going now.
And what was it about this role that made it so attractive to you to want to come to Ross County Football Club?
I think it's a really appealing job, because I think one thing about the football club is in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of the facilities, in terms of the level of player, the level of professionalism, and the probability of success, all of those things put together made it, a real attractive proposition for me. And I've got to say, the biggest bit, when I met with Roy McGregor and Stephen Ferguson, meeting these guys and talking to these guys on a level, I'm a very ambitious person, and they absolutely match my ambitions, what they want to do at the football club.
100%. And obviously, you're an experienced manager now. Can you tell us a bit about kind of your coaching and managerial journey throughout your time that's led you to ending up here?
Well, I'm now arriving at Ross County. I've got over 800 games in the dugout, so I've got that real experience. I've worked, as you know, was very successfully with Derek McInnes for 15 years as an assistant. Went out on my own in a successful period at my previous club as well. Even prior to that, I've amassed that amount of games and that amount of experience in the dugout. But I feel now Ross County, coming into the club, having that experience is one thing, but I've also got that almost new manager energy about me, and that's something that I'm going to use, and I know the club are going to benefit from. And also I've got a real burning desire, a real motivation to make this successful. As I say, my last club that I came from now, I'm now in a position where I'm hugely motivated to make sure that that this goes well, and I've got people around about me. I feel as if I've got the real support and the infrastructure, as I say, to give the probability of success a higher rate now.
And obviously you've managed games at the Global Energy Stadium before, kind of on the pitch, but so far, what have you made of the club as a whole and the facilities that you've found yourself around today?
I'm hugely impressed. I've had a tour of all the facilities around about here, and I've got to say, from the grass pitches to the indoor pitch to the gymnasium to the cafe area to the analysis room to the sports science provision, I'm hugely impressed. I knew about it, but coming up and actually seeing it, obviously done a bit of research in it as well. I'm hugely impressed by that setup, and I'm hugely impressed by the ambition of the club. And as I say, the biggest thing for me is this is a club that matches my ambition.
And obviously a home game coming up on Saturday against Arbroath. What can the Staggy supporters expect from a Tony Docherty team?
Well, I think if you look at my teams, then that's what I want to get across. I want to get across a playing style. I want to create an identity here. I want to make sure there's a relationship between the players and the supporters, if we can get that synergy between them, because I want to come along and enjoy watching the team. And to do that, I think you need a team that are front foot, that are very attacking, that take as many opportunities as they can to play forward. And that's the type of team. If you look at my previous team in terms of players and improving and developing players, that's what I've done, and that's what I want to do here at Ross County.
And obviously the club have set out their stall this season with aims of promotion. How much does that align with kind of your views and your ambitions of being at this club as well?
There is one ambition, and that's exactly it. And that you give yourself as much probability of success. And I think with the level of player here, the level of professionalism, the facilities, it gives you a real chance to do that. And I'll meet with the players fully tomorrow, and I'll be making sure that that's a clear message. There's a real alignment of not just staff, of players, but everybody's got the one goal here, and it's to make sure that we get. It's a long-term plan, but it's to make sure we get real success for Ross County, and that's why I'm here.
And just finally from me, what would your message be to the Ross County supporters as the club begins this new chapter under your leadership?
Jump on, because this is a period which I'm hugely excited about. I feel as if I want to reward those supporters. I've come up here with teams before, and I know how intimidating a place this can be. I want this to be a fortress. I want to make it really difficult for teams coming up here, but I also want anywhere in the country for us to go, and every game we play with that real intention to go and win the match. You have that anyway, but we'll try and equip ourselves as best we can. and I want to try and create that identity. I want to have that playing style, and I want to have an environment at the football club of people come in the front door. I want them to learn, I want them to improve, and I want them to develop. I've got a history of doing that, and I want to continue that with these players, with this staff at Ross County Football Club.
Tony, welcome to the club and thank you for your time.
Thank you.